live from Southwest Florida. Thank you so much for joining us. We are just stopping by for 45 minutes to say, hey, this is our good morning shine. This is our third live feed of the day. We have been live over on TikTok at 7 a.m., Instagram at 8 a.m., and then now on YouTube at 9 a.m. Thank you for joining us. We appreciate you. What is The Morning Shine? The Morning Shine is just a place for you to come, have a little bit of coffee, hang out, talk about your day, and see what the hell is going on with this weekend. I know that some of you, as YouTube is starting to push you out, push this live stream out, you're going to see my face coming across going, what the heck is going on? So I will be repeating myself a little bit. I appreciate you joining me. Are we putting a filter on today? No filter. Okay, good, great, wonderful. We've been having some technical difficulties with the camera. It's not been focusing right. And I just know that Apple is trying to push me into getting the new iPhone. I just freaking know it, and I don't want to. I'm right now working on the 14. The one that is over here is the 11. We are dual streaming, so we are streaming behind the scenes over on Facebook. Welcome, Martha. Oh my gosh, good to see you. Hi, Sherry. Good to see everybody. We are just doing a little bit of hanging out. That's it. We talk about current events, nothing divisive, no politics, no religion. Keep everything nice and calm, collected, and all of those things. Do I post content like that? I did. I posted content like that for 10 months. As I was taking my break between my last business and my new business, I posted a lot of opinion pieces, a lot of opinion, lots and lots. Everything is up. You're welcome to scroll back wherever you want to, and you can find all of that information there. I'm leaving everything up. I don't care. I'm leaving everything up for the whole world to see. Everybody's already seen it. And I'm not taking anything down. You know, we're building this channel little by little, and that was a chapter in my life, and it's going to stay up there. So anyways, moving forward though, the Morning Shine is going to be a place where we are trying to be a little bit more cohesive than divisive. So more things that will bring us together. We are alike in many, many ways. There are many differences that lately have been, tearing us apart, but we can come together for 45 minutes, right? Rest, relax, recuperate. It's the morning time. You're probably getting ready for work or doing whatever it is that you do in the mornings. It is Friday, and I know a lot of you, it might be evening time. It might be that you're watching the replay. Yesterday, when we logged off of YouTube, we had, I don't know how many views, 10, 15, 20 views. Now there's like 50 views. So people see your stream overnight. I leave everything up. The only one I'm going to delete is the one right before this where it like X'd in the middle because it was like blurry and then it was reconnecting and all that stuff. I'll delete that one. I found out that I can download the video from Instagram, the live feed over there, post it over here on YouTube. Now, the only thing about that is you don't get the benefits of being live, to being able to interact, to talk. That is one of the benefits of being live is that you can comment. I can respond to your comments in real time. We're just talking about shooting the breeze, whatever. The comments are turned on, so it is open to, yep. It'll show the leaderboard here in a second for those of you who are watching. Now, this is the thing. YouTube is a brand new space and place for us. So we are just starting to build an audience over here. The audience will come slowly but surely. If there's one thing that I am, it's stubborn as a Taurus, of course. But if there's another thing that I am, it's consistent. So consistency, boom, boom, boom. This is our first week of going live consistent. So we were live on Sunday. We are not going live on Mondays nor on Saturdays at our regular scheduled time. Now, that doesn't mean that I might not pop up here, there, and everywhere. Streaming is in my blood. Streaming is something that I love to do. I am sucking on a cough drop right now so that we can bring you this show without any raspiness. But if we do pop on, it won't be at a scheduled time. So normally scheduled at 9 a.m., that's Eastern Standard Time. We're coming to you from the great state of Florida, Southwest Florida to be more exact, which is the Fort Myers, Cape Coral, Naples, Bonita Springs, Sarasota, Tampa, that entire coast. That is the coast that I am on, not the Miami, Fort Lauderdale, all of that stuff, right? Oh, Catless Grin, welcome. You do have the #1 spot here. Taurus and Stubborn, that's us. Wait, you're the 22nd, right? Yes, 20th is the cusp of Aries and Taurus. No, 21st is the cusp of Aries and Taurus. 20th is Aries, 22nd is full Taurus. Yeah, so the 20th, I don't know why I was thinking that must be the cusp right there. I don't know why I was thinking the 22nd. The 22nd is Earth Day, though. The 22nd is, in fact, Earth Day. If you're watching from behind the scenes over here, welcome and hello. Thank you for joining us. I'm not at my house. We did not move. So we are in the same city, although we have been tossing around the idea of moving like a 5-year plan, you know? Where to? Our friend Dawn was like, oh my gosh, we're thinking about moving to Denver. And that's a big move from Florida. From Florida to Denver is probably a 2 to 3 day drive. It's absolutely gorgeous and stunning out there. Roger's sister moved out there when she moved from here. And then Roger has some friends that live out there from back in like college days. So it's a beautiful city. There's plenty to do. That is like 5-year plan though. Oh my gosh, our light just went kaput. Hold please. That's like 5-year plan though, right? Y'all, I need to shave today. I know, it's looking crazy. This is why, and my other lights arrived today, so I've got 3 more of these babies waiting in the wings for me. I was gonna do my hair or do something today on the live stream, but I said, you know what, after this, I'm just gonna shower anyway, so we're just gonna let it go. Just let it be. I do not sing. I dance a little bit, dance like there's no tomorrow. This shirt we found out is a little bit see-through, so eyes up, buttercup. Denver is awesome. We had a really good time while we were there. We stayed downtown, so we'll probably end up living somewhere downtown, but I would really like to live somewhere, you know, in the suburbs. I would really like to live somewhere where we can let the dogs roam free. Brody just turned 12, so he is a senior dog now, and Dieter is actually 5. He is turning into his senior years in just 2 years. So I don't know if we're going to be out in Denver with the pups. Of course we are. I always tell Brody, I say, you're going to live to be 24. Don't worry about it. I know. And Dobermans have a very short lifespan, although Mick lived to be 15. I know. The dog that I'm dog sitting for right now, her average lifespan of that breed is 7 to 9 years old. She is 10 going on 11. So I do think it has to do with not only the love that you share, but also the care that you give. Walks, food, to making sure that they are, yeah, you know, all of you pet owners know. And then you also know when it's time to say goodbye, which is super duper sad, but it's something that we have to do for our pets. I know that grieving is awful, and I don't know what I'm gonna do this round. I said the same thing about Mick though, and then I just pushed forward day. You know how it is. The world is full of shiitake mushrooms. It's full of grief and wild things going on every single day. The news cycle is like a whirlwind. If you pay attention to that, I was engulfed in the news cycle for 10 months. So every day, not only reading it, not only consuming it online, but also consuming the regular news. Now, do I believe a word that is happening on the regular news? Please don't flag me for misinformation over here on YouTube, but no, I do not. I believe that there is pieces of information enough to keep us, like, to pacify us, you know, to keep us. Anyways, that's neither here nor there. I watched the news so that I could see what else to watch, right? If that makes sense. If you're on the same page, you know what I'm saying. But if you're showing it on the news here, then I need to find something else somewhere else. So anyway, that's what I use those outlets for. And I watched both sides of the aisle in terms of politics. When I was doing political content, I would watch, you know, one network and then another network. And then I put my brain cells together and I would form my own opinion about the things that are going on right now. Anyway, I'm not doing political content right now. The Morning Shine is more about cohesiveness rather than divisiveness. All of my live feeds stay up. The thing about going live is it's unscripted. There is no script. I'm not reading off of cards. I don't have notes anywhere. Sometimes, like, I've got my computer up if I need to look something up. Oh my gosh, it's 9/11, y'all. 9/11 in numerology represents the ending of something and the beginning of something else. So it's naturally, we're live at the time that I see that time. I love that. I used to see 911 on the clock and think that something bad was going to happen. I'd be like, oh my gosh, 911 emergency, urgent, emergency, right? Of course. That's just naturally what I thought. But then reading more into it, 9 One is the ending of something, the beginning of something else. So when you see that time, it means that you are about to open a new chapter, maybe a new relationship, a new job, whatever the case may be. 1, 2, 3, 4. What's that all about? I see a lot of 3, 3, 3s, but I've been very, very, very conscious about meditating. I meditate at least twice a day. So I have also used this time when I've had some extra time to work on myself. Meditating means a lot of different things for a lot of different people. There's like an active meditation. So like I do believe I am actively meditating when I get in the zone, when I'm working out for sure. But I also do a sit and meditate. I meditate in the mornings mostly. When I meditate at night, I end up falling asleep. I just saw 11:11 just now on this stream. Okay, let's see what this has to say. Something about the right path. Let's see. Metaphysically, seeing 1, 2, 3, 4 is often interpreted as a symbol of progress, alignment, and moving forward one step at a time. While there's no scientific evidence that repeating number sequences carry objective spiritual meaning, many people who practice numerology or other spiritual traditions view 1, 2, 3, 4 as a reassuring sign. Here are some common interpretations. You're making steady progress. There you go. Unlike numbers like 111, 444, 1, 2, 3, 4 is sequential. It's often seen as representing forward movement, building a solid foundation, taking things in the right order. Yeah. Trusting the process. Oh my gosh, these are all things that I am not good at. For 200, please. Simplify your life. So many spiritual teachers interpret 1, 2, 3, 4 as encouragement to let go of unnecessary complications. Focus on the next right step instead of the entire journey, and to organize your priorities. That is something that I have done really well in the last few years, is to clear my space. To clear, not my space like the old social media platform, but to clear my space energetically. I started doing this at the end of my live social media business before. People who no longer aligned with what I was doing, goodbye, 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 goodbye. And that did a lot of things in the community. A lot of people started talking shit behind my, I'm trying not to swear. A lot of people talk behind my back. There were groups made about me, side chats. I've seen it all. I've seen all the screenshots. I know what's going on. It's not something that, I'm a big boy. I handle criticism just fine. And honestly, the people, you have to think about, this is reflecting so poorly on them. Like, one, how dare you is like initial reaction, but two, it's almost like you feel like a certain way, like, wow, that's sad. That's sad. When I took the break from Blue Fox, I stopped in November. The holidays went by. It was like the middle of November. It was less than 6 weeks that I was not live. Siraj, welcome. Hello, how are you? It was less than 6 weeks that I was not live, and then I was back to going live again. So it was like every now and then we need a break, and you need to not let people's deter you from whatever it is that you're doing. So I needed to take care of some stuff, mental health stuff, to try to make sure that I was still going to be the best version of me possible. Burnout is real, especially when you stream for 4 hours at a time. 4 hours, 4 hours, 4 hours, 8 hours. It's freaking crazy. We're talking about seeing repeating numbers. So what I learned from that experience, one, people are going to do and say whatever the hell they want to say. They're going to say whatever they want to say, be it behind your back. Nobody's going to say it to my face, I can tell you that. They will say things online about me. They will, they will have phone calls about me, blah, blah, blah. This is all chatter to me. Ward your name. When people speak my name, good or bad, more prosperity comes to me, more abundance comes to me. Speak these words out loud. When people say my name, good or bad, more prosperity and more abundance comes my way. And this is true. I have done nothing but an upward trajectory since the end. And people see that as maybe a failure or something that was like a setback. Oh yeah, no lemons but bananas. You were a madman. Everybody always said I went live for too long, but it really went by quickly when you were live. But it was not so much the going live part. It was all of the other pieces of the puzzle that were starting to get to me very much. Lemon because I'm zesty. Right? Anyway, it reflects more on them than it does on you. Let people talk. People will always have opinions about you, good or bad. Let them talk. Let them talk behind your back. Let them talk. But nobody is going to say any of that to my face. I can assure you of that. And the thing is, I never met any of these people face to face. It was all online, It was all. Did we spend a lot of time together? Yes. But in the grand scheme of things, I couldn't pick you out of a lineup. You know what I mean? I don't know what I have a general idea of what some people look like, but for the most part, you know what I mean? I moved on with things that I was doing and focusing on myself, and that has helped me with my upward trajectory, if that makes sense. So I hope it's a little bit harder when that happens in person, but a lot of keyboard warriors, you are correct. Catless Grin, you are correct. What's that saying? No, there's no such thing as bad press, right? Not that I'm any type of celebrity or celebrity figure, but yeah, let people do what they're going to do. Yep. And then you move on and do what you're going to do. It's the way that you react to those situations that really starts to take over your mind. It starts to take over your thoughts. So did I clap back at some people online? Yes, I absolutely did. I made videos about people. I taught, and I could have done that with a lot of people in the community that I was in, but I decided, it's not worth it. Spiritually, they're like a 2. You know what I mean? It's like, what am I doing? What am I doing trying to vibrate up here? And these people are vibrating down here. Talking shit and talking smack and talking about people behind their back is one of the lowest vibrational frequency activities that you can be involved in. One of the lowest. So it's like, what am I doing here? It's like these people can't even see me. They can't even see me or feel me because they are down, they're on a different level. Maybe one day they will ascend. Maybe one day they will open their eyes. Maybe one day they will wake up, AKA woke. The funny thing is, when you hear that word now, the word woke, guess what? Everybody has now assigned it like a negative connotation. It came from communities, so stay woke, stay alert, wake the freak up and open your eyes and see what's going on. That, never mind, let me chill. I get very passionate about lots of different issues, but anyways, this is one of those things that's just like, you know what? I'm going to worry about me and the things that are coming next in my life. I'm going to worry about my family, my husband, my pets, and live and, and figure it out from there. And then these people are going to move on with their lives. And guess what? People get tired of it. It's like bullies. You know what I mean? If people who are bullying you online or in person, they get sick of it when they don't get the reaction that they're looking for. Those all come from places of insecurity and other people, and you can't let that. It's hard. It's hard. It is a learned skill, but learning to not let that bother you is something that it takes practice. It takes practice, and then soon it comes naturally. Okay, next up. Back to the 1, 2, 3, 4. Manifestation through action. Some people associate the number 1 with new beginnings. We just talked about this. The number 2 with partnership and balance. The number 3 with creativity and self-expression. And the number 4 with stability and building lasting results. So putting those 4 numbers together is actually very powerful. Confirmation during transitions. Starting a new business, launching a new project, changing careers, beginning a new spiritual practice, all of these things, 1, 2, 3, and 4. There's actually a lot of information about that. Oh, and then it gives some information about me. The thing about AI, there's all this talk about AI now. Is it good? Is it bad? I use AI every day. I use AI for, everything from making flyers to like what's 1 + 1, you know what I mean? Whatever. But I use AI almost every single day. And a lot of people are like, oh, AI is taking over the world. Yeah, maybe. The robots are not. That robot, did you see that one of the robot that kicked that kid in China? Oh my gosh. It just like all of a sudden the people were standing around having a good time. The robot freaking lost it and kicked that kid. I was like, what the hell happened? Oh, anyway, everything is a tool that you can use as you wish. Do you know who Ani DeFranco is? A quote from Ani DeFranco, I believe it was, every tool is a weapon if you hold it right. So like, take that as you will, Let me throw out my banana and BRB. I'm just going right back here. Ani DeFranco recently wrote a book. She's a singer. She recently wrote a book, and my friend has been a fan for a very long time. And her sister were able to go to this book signing, which I was so freaking happy for them. Also, this is my best friend that lives in Ohio, the one that I just went to go see. So Stephanie she flew all the way to California to go see, what is his name from, oh my God, it's Jean-Luc Picard. That one. He wrote a book as well. Flew to California, went to this book signing, got in like the first few rows. It was crazy. It was a magical experience. In one day, saw the thing, flew out the next day. Went all by herself, and I was so proud. I was like, go. I can't go. Like, I'm working, I'm doing whatever. I'm like, you go and live your life and do your thing. You're going to have fun, and this is something that you're very passionate about. I don't know anything about this guy. It'd be great to see you, but the price that it would cost for me to go out there was not worth it, right? So she went and had a great time. Yeah, I know. We're due for a California trip, but oh my gosh, it's so expensive. Yeah, so we're kind of in, I think everybody is kind of in a little bit of a what am I doing next? What is the next step for me? In terms of work. For us, it's like, where is the next, what am I doing next in terms of where I'm going to live? The housing market here took a big crash. So everything was everything is like $200,000 less expensive now than it really should be. So the real estate market naturally ebbs and flows. In the state of Florida, it seems to do more wild dips, but hopefully we will be, if we're down bad, we got to head back up, right? If we're down bad right now, the next trajectory for us is up. So we can wait it out. We're in no hurry. We love our home here. It's beautiful. It's a safe space for us. Although I live in Florida, which is not my favorite place to live. Everybody wants to be here. Everybody wants to come here, vacation. It's not a vacation when you live here because you have to, you go to work, you go to here, you go to there. You get in a routine. It's like I go to the gym, I go to the grocery store, I go to work, I come home. Gym, grocery store, work, home, rinse and repeat day after day. Then somebody comes to visit and they're like, can you take me to the beach? And you're like, oh gosh, I have to go down to the beach. I got to find parking. And you're like, absolutely, we love the beach. So it is nice to be so close to the water. Do I get to go and see the beach as often as I would like? No, I do not. But when I was driving with Uber for the last 10 months, I had a lot of people, a lot of pickups out on Sanibel, Captiva Island, Fort Myers Beach, and I have seen some of the prettiest scenes, not only during the day, but at night. I've seen sea turtles and all this wildlife that I never would have seen. I worked from home for almost 6 years. It was about 5.5 years. And my therapist always told me, get out of the house. Get your behind out of the house. Go, you can't just know the people at the post office. You have to go. So that's when I started teaching group fitness again. That's when I started teaching the dance class, the weight class, meeting people at the gym. I would do that at least 2 days a week. Now I do it 3 days a week. Mondays and Saturday morning, which is why we will not be live on Saturday or on Monday here on YouTube. And also I teach Tuesday nights, which doesn't affect this morning shine at all. But what the hell was I talking about? So yes, get out of the house, get out of my comfort zone, start to talk to people, meet people. I've heard such amazing stories, so many inspirational things, and I'll share them with you as we go along, of course. The Morning Shine is not new. We did the Morning Shine while I was taking my very first break, which was like November till whenever it was. I was able to do it for about 4 months. And then I stepped back into the business full time to kind of finish up and all of that good stuff and wrap some things up. But anyways, the time that I was able to do the Morning Shine was one of the best times of my life. I enjoyed it so much. We built a brand new community on a brand new platform, which we're doing the same thing again. People, things are a little bit different. Things are different with every platform, from Facebook to YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, and beyond. I also am on Twitch, which is mostly for gamers. I'm on this app called Bigo, which I think streams in like another country. I could go live all day long if I wanted to, but it does, you do need to rest, relax, and recuperate a little bit, or you're going to burn yourself out. So anyway, go live in the morning, and then I'm going to have some time during the day where I will either be taking a nap or I'll be out driving for a little bit, making a little bit of extra money. And then in the evening time, I will be live doing sales live feeds. So what I'm doing is I'm kind of separating the sales streams from the social stream. So the morning time, the morning shine is more of our social time. Once we build this audience up, again, we're brand new on YouTube. Nobody knows who I am. Nobody knows who I am. They don't know if they like me. They don't know what I stand for. You know what I mean? Over time, these things will come. It took about 4 months originally with my original business. Facebook people know who I am. It's here, there, and everywhere. Good morning, Donna. Good morning, Brittany. We are double streaming. We are live right now on YouTube. Our name over on YouTube is The Morning Shine, or you can find it Justin Blue Fox. Justin Blue Fox or The Morning Shine. You can find us right here on YouTube. And we stream 7 a.m. on TikTok, 8 a.m. on Instagram, and 9 a.m. on YouTube. The only place where it's very familiar is TikTok. So TikTok is where The Morning Shine was born, and TikTok is where it's the most welcoming community right now in terms of people that know me. So Instagram has always been a little bit iffy for me in terms of the business page, and YouTube is brand new. I know that Instagram, there is a lot of stuff going on there. There's a lot of people on Instagram, millions, if not billions every day. I know that there's at least 1 billion daily users over on TikTok, which is so crazy to me. There's enough cake for everybody to have a piece. You know what I mean? There's a piece of the pie for everybody. So that's what I tell everybody. I have a course. That will be for sale starting in August. The course that I have made is a 13-part series that talks about content creation. So it talks about how to become a more confident content creator. Am I the biggest content creator? No, I am a very small content creator. I'm a very small content creator with big dreams, but there are some things that I know, there are some skills that I have that I want to share with the world, and I did that in video form. The course is going to be $4.99. So if anybody, there's going to be also lessons in there about life, in general, but mostly it's going to be how to be comfortable on camera, how to, there are more technical things about like lighting, how to position your camera, stuff like that. But for the most part, it's about how to show up as your authentic self, people can see right through that. People can smell the fear in you. They can see right through it. And is it natural to be nervous in the beginning of anything? Of course it is. There is a learning curve with everything. So this course is kind of like a stepping stone. I have taken and watched so many videos and so many courses about content creation, about business in general, about how to become a better version of yourself, pretty much. But how to do it in front of a camera, how to do it in front of an audience. Things that I am good at include keeping an audience engaged, talking about topics that I may not 100% be, I may not know everything about the topic, but I can speak on it. I can speak on some things in a way that makes me not sound like a freaking idiot, So my course is going to help people who are looking to step into the content creator world, either with sales or with podcasts or with TikTok shop or whatever it is that you're doing online or whatever platform. It really spans all the platforms, because if you can do it on one, you can do it on another. You just getting in front of the camera and hitting the record button. Some people prefer to record videos and post them that way. Some people prefer the live feed platform. The live feed is much more difficult for many. There's no rewind button. You can't take anything back. The internet is forever. So whatever comes out of your mouth, you better make sure you're standing 10 toes down, saying it with your whole chest, because it's hard to take that back about anything, especially if you're talking about current events, especially if you're talking about anything that may be divisive, like politics, religion, etc. You have to be a little bit prepared. So I have always gone off the cuff when it comes to live streaming, because we did live stream for so long. I tend to talk very quickly, especially when I'm passionate about something. Such as content creation. And I thought to myself, I'm like, there's so many things that I do or have done in the past, to help people with their business, with marketing, with moving forward, different ideas for different things. And I'm like, you know what? I'm ready to share that with the world. And you know what? Yeah, everybody's got a course out. Everybody's got a course going on. But it's something that, you could take it or leave it. Nobody has to watch it. Nobody has to buy it, but it's going to be like an optional purchase, that's just going to be available on my links and bios in different places. So I'll let you know when that drops. I'm hoping sometime in August. I'm just putting some finishing touches on some things, nothing too crazy. It's not going to be like workbooks and stuff like that. It's mostly going to be like little snippet videos of me, 5-minute videos of me talking about this, 5-minute video of me talking about that. Nobody wants to take a 6-hour course. If you want to take a 6-hour course, you can go take a class online or something, but it'll be, at least an hour's worth of genuine content that comes from my heart, the stuff that I have learned, good and bad, about content creation, how to deal with people. Oh, I just saw 333. How to deal with people in general, how to deal in a customer service perspective, like all of those things with business go hand in hand. And content creation at the end of the day is business. Are you doing something are you marketing for another company? Are you looking to do brand deals? Are you looking to do, like commercials almost? Are you looking to just go online and shoot the breeze like I'm doing right now? I mean, there's all kinds of different avenues you can take with content creation. Anyway, that stuff will be available. That's just a little preview of, and I'll put all that information and squish it down into a little promo video for that course, and I'll let you know when that's available. I'm gonna have one other thing that is going to be available for sale, which I'm going to just take those 2 items and run ads and promote the crap out of them on all platforms, and hopefully that will be passive income. Having passive income coming in from here, there, and everywhere, for me at this day and this age, is the way that I want to move forward. Selling live has always been really fun for me, but you're limiting yourself. You're limiting yourself not only to your audience, your specific, for me, it was my specific niche audience. So like these particular products, then I was even smaller those particular products, and then down to those people who shop via the live feed platform. So specific products, specific platform, and then also people who only shop during live streams. So I was taking a group, an audience, and I was shrinking it down to 150 people. After a while, guess what? People are tapped out. People already have this product, that product, that product. They're always looking for the newest thing. And that's how we ended up in the situation that we were, where we had inventory coming out of our eyes, nose, and ears with the last business. So this time is going to be very, very different. We are not going to be inventory heavy like we were before. Things are going to be very different, and we'll all learn together and go there together. Oh, we're double streaming. Oh, YouTube, I am over on YouTube. We are streaming. The name of our show is The Morning Shine. You can find us there at The Morning Shine. And you can also find my YouTube channel. It is at Justin Blue Fox, all one word. The Morning Shine is all one word too. I think you might be able to find it over here on YouTube with the words separated. But anyway, that's just a little bit about me and what I'm up to and what I've been up to. I'm also constructing 2 websites. One of them is going to be available for merchandise for The Morning Shine. Think shirts, sweatshirts, zip up hoodies, hats, headbands, etc. And then the next one is going to be for Pink Mink Market, which is our brand new business, pinkminkmarket.com. And that will be sales like jewelry, etc. We're stepping into the market where we'll be selling items that are smaller items that can ship a little bit differently. Instead of shipping these giant, huge boxes with these huge breakable items, we're condensing it. Everything is boop. The market is getting bigger. The products are getting smaller. And you know what? That also ebbs and flows. You listen to your customers. You listen to the people that you are. I am customer obsessed. So, of course, there has to be a mutual respect when you're dealing with people in the public, especially people that you don't know, people that you may only know on the internet and things of that nature. But there has to be a mutual respect there for me to be able to do business with people, even if it's just me providing a retail, transaction to somebody. There has to be, especially with the live streams, the toxicity that comes sometimes with people that come on stream. You just have to be very careful in that nature. But the thing that takes out that whole element and throws it out the window is a fully functional, shoppable website. So people that you don't even know, maybe they're shopping in the middle of the night, maybe they're shopping during the day, maybe they're shopping whenever. They can shop your website. We're also going to have our Etsy store, which is going to be back live again. That is called Pink Mink Market. There is absolutely nothing on there. I cleared it out completely. I'm going to work on my photography skills. So I'll be listing more items when typically instead of listing items, I would show them. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. And sell them in this fashion. So people will be able to check out right from the website. They'll be able to check out right from the ads that we're running. It's going to be quick, easy. Like that is one of the barriers to people, shopping is, how many of these buttons do I have to push? Now I have to send you my email. Now you have to send me an invoice. Now I got to do this. Now I got to do that. Where things are very different, but the same. We're no longer have an open box policy. So we're not going to be building boxes, holding boxes open for people for 30 days, 60 days, 90 days, etc. We're going to run a live stream. People will shop. The website will be there. People will shop. We will ship. That's how it goes. When you go onto these bigger websites and bigger places, you shop for the items you want. You put them in your cart. You check out. They ship to you. That's going to be us. Yes. And I know there were some perks to building a box before, but we are trying to take away some of this. So one of them was to save on shipping. I'm trying to help y'all save on shipping anyway. So it's going to be $5 to ship a box. Or if you spend over $100, or if you're subscribed to us over on Facebook, it's $9.99 a month. Your shipping will be free. So again, it's going to ebb and flow. We'll see how everything goes. And again, you listen to your customers. You listen to what your customers want. Listen to what their needs are. What are the barriers to you converting sales? What is it? So like people are watching you, they're doing this, how are you going to convert that into something that is going to make you financially, prosperous. That's what we're all working on, right? Anyways, that's enough about me blabbing about that. But most of the time, I was talking a lot about the business today, but most of the time over here on YouTube, we're just talking about random stuff in general. My crazy ass hair, what's going on? I know today is a day, it's Friday, y'all. Oh my gosh. I'm dog sitting right now, so I'm dog sitting for another entire week. Tomorrow I'll be teaching in the morning time, but I'll be dog sitting for about another week. You'll be seeing a lot of me online, especially in the morning. Don't forget TikTok at 7 a.m., 8 a.m. is Instagram, 9 a.m. is on YouTube. So I dual stream sometimes over on Facebook, so some people can catch me. You can watch behind the scenes if you want. I'm not like reading comments continuously over there. Sometimes I'll glance over there and catch a comment or two, but I'm not, here is the focus. And that has a couple different things. What I'm trying to do, people that love a certain platform. So stepping outside of the box, change is hard for a lot of people. Even moving over to like Instagram, YouTube, TikTok. TikTok is the hardest one, believe it or not, to get people, especially there are certain generations that you can see that love different platforms. YouTube, I feel like is kind of a catch-all. Like everybody's been on YouTube for something. How do I blah, blah, blah with my car? How do I hang a fan? How do I do whatever? YouTube seems to be a place, like some people spend a lot of time over here. Now there's YouTube Shorts, which are like reels. Now you can make posts, you can make videos, you can create an account. And they have communities here as well. So the YouTube communities are, it's like a thread where you can conversate back and forth with content creators, business owners, etc. So I just started it yesterday, I think. I haven't posted anything in there yet. What I'm doing right now is I'm just getting the backbone of everything together, it's very time consuming. I have the time right now. During this next week, I'm working really hard on getting those websites up. Both of them will be live on July the 3rd. Don't forget. So July the 3rd, it's pinkminkmarket.com. That's where you'll be able to shop for goodies and oddities and apparel and jewelry, etc. TheMorningShine.com will strictly be for TheMorningShine.com merchandise, which the logo looks really good. I hope that you like it. I have two different ones in the same style. One is very, very colorful. The other one is a little, like, it's only 3 colors. The other one is like 7 colors. So one is very like bright. But anyway, there'll be lots of different stuff over there. Headbands, hat, 3 different hoodies, 2 different t-shirts. No more than 10 items, nothing crazy. But that merchandise will help to continue on with the morning shine every day. We stream for 3 hours, 5 days a week. So it's like, that will help us to continue on this journey if this type of programming is something that you like. Gina, hello, good morning. I know I missed some comments that were coming through over there. We're live over on YouTube. My name over here is at Justin Blue Fox or at The Morning Shine. We are over on, that's YouTube. Over on TikTok, we are at Justin Blue Fox. Over on TikTok, we are at Pink Mink Market. And then, so we're either Justin Blue Fox or Pink Mink Market. You can find us in all those places. I love you all so much. Oh my gosh, today is Friday. Go out there and be amazing. I didn't even finish my 3rd glass. I know. Hi, everybody. Thank you for stopping in. Yes. Gina popped in over on Facebook. Yeah, it's hard for me to see what's going on over here, but let's see if I can do one thing. Oh, I can. Ooh. This is the I'm watching. Hi, isn't she a sweetie? Her name is Suri. Okay, so I'm gonna give you nobody. Look at them the other day. They left this pack outside of the gate of my community. What? Like, why outside the gate of my community? Anyway, that's the green screen. It actually looks quite nice. Maybe I'll use it as a background. I'm so happy that you have also caught us in the morning times. We will be live, not tomorrow, but Sunday is kind of a day we don't know what time we're going to be live because people like to sleep in on Sundays. It might be a day that I sleep in a little bit. So I don't know what platform I'm going to be on or what schedule, but Tuesday through Friday, 7 a.m. TikTok, 8 a.m. Instagram, 9 a.m. on YouTube. They're 45-minute live streams. We're just coming to the end of our live stream over here. If you need anything at all, our DMs are open. DMs are like private messages. You can message me here, there, or anywhere. I love you all so much. It is Friday. I might do a pop-up stream later on, just a little howdy do. We have nothing for sale right now. Nothing for sale. It's just shooting the breeze, you know, getting a little bit of like, howdy, I'm here. We're back in some fashion. We're going to figure it all out. Go out there and be amazing. Shine bright. Not only shine bright, but celebrate your shine. You are the only person that is bringing all of the wonderful qualities that make you, you. So bring it and bring it unapologetically. I love you all so much, and I will see you, if not on Sunday, I will see you starting back again on Tuesday. Mwah, mwah. Bye for now. Light and love. Everybody go out there and shine bright. Love you.